What's up? Welcome back to another Hood Trial. This is Hood Trial episode number 9, people. We're coming up to the 10th episode soon. But today's story is a very close and it's close to a heart. Cousin that I grew up with. He's currently incarcerated. And today's Hood Trial is dedicated to him. He'll be home soon. Can't wait to see you, cuz. We don't say no names, we don't say no identities. Even my cuz, nobody get put under the spotlight. Just telling their story. That's what it is. So let's get into it, from sleeping in the same room, floor bed, and eating, playing games, all that good shit, being badasses. That's my cousin. I can't say his other name, Alonzo. That's what they call him out in Georgia. That's where he's at. Like I said, incarcerated. But yeah, I want to highlight his story and dedicate this Hood Trial to him. So first off, my cousin is blood. If you don't know what that is, he's shoo-wooed in there. And I can do that because I'm affiliated. I'm not a gang member, but yeah, my cousin, make a long story short, let's jump into it. He was dealing with this girl. I don't know if they was like necessarily girlfriend, boyfriend, but it was enough where, he laid his clothes there, I guess, so he can lay his head there some nights or whatever, because my cousin, he's a wild boy. So, he had multiple women. Just a wild boy running down Zone 6 going crazy. Him and his friend, they ended up robbing somebody. And my cousin, I think he had some type of machine gun. A submachine gun, that's the best I can do for you guys. And this man's had a pistol. So, they ran, they did their robbery or whatever. My cousin ended up going back to that girl house. This is what all I know. He ended up going back to that girl house. The girl snitched on him. She called the cops. And my cousin, he ended up, he was in, they found him in a closet. And, he had the gun. He had the gun in his hand. Because from what he told me is like, he said, cuz I ain't gonna lie to you. I was ready to shoot it out with him. But when he said that, I was like, okay, in my mind, all right, you did a robbery, you get caught, and you're ready to shoot it out, like, fuck life. So I was just thinking, it's more deeper than that. What was going through his head, like you just ready to end it all, like, after, not to say it's simple, but after a robbery, and, you got away clean, but your girl snitched on you, called the cops, and, they surrounded the house, and ended up going in there and, tell him to put down his weapons, raise his hands, and he complied. But I just want to know, that's one of the, I talk to him on the phone sometimes and stuff, send him this and whatever. But he's not calling me on, the jail phone. He's calling me on the cell phone, so. But I never, he always, he'll hit me up, like, bro, what's up, cuz, blah, 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 blah. All right, Joe, I gotta go. It's always quick, so I never had a chance to or had a chance to, really ask him, because it's probably too deep to go on the phone and try to ask him, especially when, he ain't supposed to have a phone, and he's, in and out. So I want to know what was really going on in his head where he was just ready to say fuck it. Because, let's sidetrack, when I was doing my little robberies or whatever, then, I had close calls and stuff, never got caught, thank God. But, I was frustrated on certain robberies or certain, licks. And, everybody has their demons that they're fighting with. What was going through his head where he was ready to end it all? And with me saying this goes back to the previous one, episode 8, suicide, you know what I'm saying? Like when I said, my homie, people have stuff that they're going through and you don't even know, because my cousin been locked down for 10 years. And if you look at him and talk to him, you would never like think he was, you know, he did that much time. He took it on the chin. So you never know what a person's going through in their head. That's what I'm basically trying to get at. And I just want to know, like, that's a serious question. Besides this video, I want to know what was going through his head that, you know, you was ready to end it all and shoot it out with the cops, because you already know how that's going to end. So that was today's story. Before we end this video, I'll give you another little short story. So I have another cousin. He's older than me. He's like my brother's age. I have an older brother, and yeah, he's around his age, and you know, Alonzo is more so my age. So short story. So he's a wild boy. He's a wild boy too. He crazy as hell. But he make a long story short, they went to a party or whatever, you know, had fun. Some dudes in there, you know, started mugging them. You know, that same old cliche, niggas always hating and shit. Because, you know, my cousin is the type, he's not like going to start shit, but he'll finish shit. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, they was at the party, him and his friend, his close friend, and you know, they peep game or whatever. They found some girls to leave with. So, you know, they exit. It was a house party, so it was at, of course, a house. And once they left, I guess those dudes followed them. The girls went to their car, and they was parked down the block because, like I said, it's a house party. So they already knew the address, how to get to the girls' houses. So in the midst of getting into the driver's seat, the two guys, you know, they came out of the house. The two guys came out of the house, and you know, they found where my cousin and his friend was at. And so they yelled something at him. What's up now, nigga? As far as what I know. What the fuck you looking at? And my cousin said something, you know, what's up then, cuz? Or something to that extent, like, you know, basically disrespecting them back. So the two dudes walk to their vehicle. They go to the trunk. They open the trunk. They pulled out, from what my cousin said, a pistol. And he walked closer to where they was at, because I guess they was parked away from each other, and he started firing at my cousin and his friend. So my friend and my cousin start running. So I guessing how I was told, while my cousin and his friend was running, he heard the shots and he heard his friend yell out, like, I guess he got hit, like, and it killed him instantly. So my cousin kept running and he got hit in the shoulder. So, but the whole time he didn't even know he got hit to his shoulder. He got hit in the shoulder. So he ran back to the house. And you know, as the adrenaline calms down, and you know, my little cousin, which is Alonzo's brother, the story connects. Him and whoever else was in the house noticed that, you know, he had blood stain on his shirt. And then he started feeling the burning feeling in the shoulder. He got hit in the shoulder, and don't quote me, I think he got hit in his leg. But long story short, he survived, learned a lesson. Well, it really wasn't a learning lesson, because he wasn't there starting trouble. You know, look for women. That's what you had to do. But and his friend died. So rest in peace. This shit's crazy. It's always these bad stories. You know, I wish I could tell you guys a lot more positive stories, but these are good trials. And these trials and tribulations that I dealt with, or I have family or people that I know that's close and dear to me. So guys, that's all we have for you today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a comment,